Hi, Steve from Chorus Guitar, and today I'm going to be talking about the gear bargains and gear reductions, prices reductions of gear that I've come across in 2025/2026. Now it's January at the moment, and as you can see, I'm in my conservatory as the studio at the moment's having a bit of a refit. I've got telescopes and all sorts of things in here. So without further, this is what I would say was the bargain of 2025. It's the Valeton GP-5 and it is absolutely amazing. I've done loads of videos on this as far as setting up presets and all that sort of thing, making those up. If you haven't come across this little box, it is a wonder. It is a guitar tuner, it is a amp modeler, effects, audio interface, all sorts of stuff. Honestly, it is jam-packed. Drum machine, it's jam-packed with stuff. It's got a little USB-C port here, which it can use for its audio interface and other things. And it's also got a little 9-volt input there. Now, what you've got on the side is you've just got a mono in for your guitar, and you've got like a stereo out. And the headphones sound really good through here. So if you pop some headphones in here, bit of silent practice, does sound good. Some things I've tried in the past sound terrible. This sounds good, believe me. I picked this one up for £52 on a Black Friday deal on Amazon. You can normally pick this up for about 65 quid. Yeah, £65. Okay, that's over in the UK. So that is the GP-5 by Valeton. That was bought out in May, June 2025, and then suddenly Valeton bring this out. This is the GP-50, and as you can see, there's a slight difference between that and the GP-5. Okay, now this has the same sounds. It's got drum machine in it, it's got guitar tuner in it, it's got an audio interface in it, but it has a lot more inputs and outputs, or IO as we call them. So on the side here, I've got a input and an expression pedal input as well. So as I've seen a video, because I like to check these things out, of somebody using an expression pedal as a wah-wah, so that's really good. I'm hopefully going to get myself a compatible expression pedal with this, and do a review on that and a tutorial hopefully very soon. Okay, on the back I've got phones, MIDI in, MIDI out and through, or MIDI through it says on here, USB and 9-volt. Okay, so that's on the back of there. So you've got lots of cool things. This has got a built-in battery, and it'll last for about 4 hours. So you can not only use a input, a USB to power it, or a 9-volt to input into that, it's also got a battery built in, which is really cool. And this has a looper built in. Okay, it's only 20 seconds, but if you want to pop down some ideas, there you go, it's brilliant. Okay, yeah, so you can also, on the GP-5, you can't actually make up your own presets and change them, okay? Screen's too small, I guess. So we use a phone app or a tablet app or whatever. Android and iOS is what I believe that they use. Okay, so on this one, you can actually make your own presets up on the unit. Now this as a live unit makes it a lot easier. So if you need to change something on the fly while you're gigging, you can do it on here. Otherwise, you'd have to do this one off your phone, which isn't really ideal. Okay, but this one you can. So nice one, Valeton, for that. That's really cool. So that's the GP-50. That comes in at about £109 in comparison to £65 for that one. Both are worth it. Okay, so let's have a look what else came out. Well, the Behringer bought out a bit of a naughty one. They did a clone of a very famous overdrive pedal, which can fetch about £4,000 used, because they're a bit rare and people will pay that for them. Well, Behringer's bought one out that looks pretty much the same, and they're doing this for £59. And it does sound very similar. So there you have it. Okay, it's called the Behringer Zentara, and it's £59. Anyway, so if you want to check that out, please do. Okay, what else have they been doing? What else have Behringer been up to? Well, they've been cloning a lot of synths recently as well. So yeah, I mean, are they as good as the originals? I would doubt it, but are they going to be sounding authentic? I would probably say so. I've seen some videos on them. And yes, they are coming in really inexpensive. So if you want to build up your hardware collection on your synths, there's an option there. They start them off at £69. That is ridiculous. Okay, that is ridiculous. Okay, moving on, software-wise, I was sent some software by Positive Grid to check out, and it was called the Bias X. Now, this Bias X software is quite interesting. It uses AI. Now, am I a fan of AI? I am in certain respects, but not in all. I'm not overly keen on the AI where you can ask it to create songs for you and then publish them. I mean, that just doesn't seem right, does it really? Well, not to me anyway. I'd rather write my own. But an AI with other things not music related, okay. But AI in the Bias X software works really well, okay. What it is, the software is, you can just put the plugin into your DAW or have it as a standalone on your computer. And let's say you want a really nice tone, amp rig, you can type in what you're looking for and it will create it within seconds. It's ridiculous. You can also put in your favorite artists, a song by your favorite artist, for example, and it will kind of scan it and work out how it sounds, and it's pretty accurate. Okay, I got a pretty good accuracy level when I tried that out. It can do all sorts of stuff. You can even type in, they call it text to tone, and you can say, I want a sound of an amp or a rig that sounds like this with effects and blah blah blah, and it'll do it. It's mad. It's absolutely mad. So check that out. That's by Positive Grid and it's called Bias X. Okay, now moving on to not necessarily guitar gear, but mixing gear, digital mixers. I have bought 2 of these mixers. They are that good. I've bought one as a spare. Now, it's the Behringer XR18, and what it is, it's an 18 channel mixer. And the nice thing about it is it's got 4, it hasn't got 4 auxiliary outs, it's got 6 auxiliary outs, even better. So that means that you can actually pair them, so you can have 3 outputs, stereo outputs, which you can send to in-ears, or you can use it to send to monitors. I just use mine as a mono output, so I could have 6 musicians using a mono output on there, going to the in-ears or their monitors or wherever you want to send it, okay? It's got an 18 channel audio interface. It's brilliant. I use the mixing station software, but Behringer do provide their own software too. But the mixing station software, you can just customize it more. That's all. Okay. So the price of these mixers is ridiculous. They're being sold in this country, in the UK, for £311. That is silly. I paid for my first one just shy of £600 and my second one maybe £100 less. £311 for an 18 channel digital mixer with 4 effects racks in them with loads and loads of effects is ridiculous. And 6 auxiliary outputs and more. All I can say is, if you do buy one, please get an external router for it, because the internal router that it has for its Wi-Fi isn't brilliant. It might be okay in your studio, but when you're around doing gigs and stuff, and there's a lot of phone signals going around, you can end up with all sorts of horrors, really, to be honest with you. So I use an external router. You can use it. You can use Wi-Fi. I tend to use a 5 gigahertz, and also I might even hardwire into it. So the Behringer XR18 digital mixer, check it out. If you want a mixer, it's brilliant. I use powered speakers with mine, but you don't have to. You could send the signal to power amp and whatever, but I use powered monitors with mine. Okay, software-wise again, Apple have bought out not too long ago Logic Pro 11, and I've been looking at Logic Pro and using it for quite a while, and they've just done a great update. Now they've done things called stems. It's where you can put a whole track into Logic, and it will split up the instruments into separate channels. So if you don't want to use them, you can delete one here and delete one there and then redo it and do whatever you want to do with it. It is incredible. Now they first did it with Logic 11 when they brought it out as stems, but they have now upgraded and made loads of improvements, and they've also upgraded their spatial audio, and it is really good. Now Logic Pro 11 is not expensive. Now you will need to use, as far as I know, the M-type chip of processor with Logic Pro 11. Before the M chips, you'd probably be best off with Logic Pro 10, and you should be able to get hold of that still. But that is amazing software, and it's around £200, and that is silly. So that is basically my gear bargains of 2025. There's loads more bargains out there, but they were what I really liked. Now, if you want to check out guitar reviews and anything else, these GP-5, and I'm going to be dealing with this very, very soon, please do. Please like and subscribe the channel. That really helps. And the notifications as well, obviously, so anything comes out new, it comes to you. It's all free, doesn't cost you anything. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. I'm Steve Ball signing off for Cool Riffs Guitar. Take care, bye-bye.